Hi everyone, my name is Javier Villegas, and today we will see the evolution of SQL Server as a service, Azure SQL Managed Instance. So let's move on. Alright, so Azure SQL is this new umbrella where Microsoft covers every new flavor of SQL Server. From SQL Server product, the one we've been using for more than 30 years, Azure SQL is running on virtual machines, which is the same SQL Server that we've been using, Azure SQL Database, and Azure SQL Managed Instance. The big difference between SQL Server on virtual machine and managed instance, and same with Azure SQL DB, is that the ones in the middle are this concept of platform as a service, in where Microsoft give us only the SQL Server endpoint, so we don't worry what is behind the scenes, right? So we just deploy our databases, deploy our application, and we move on. So SQL Server, Azure SQL Managed Instance is actually near 100% compatible with the SQL Server product, the SQL Server on-prem, right? We can have everything we've been using forever, SQL Serveration, we can have multiple databases, we can have cross-database, transaction, you name it. There are minimum differences between one or the other. Again, this is the concept of platform as a service. So since we don't have to worry about the backend, we don't have to worry about the patching. So what is the biggest difference between SQL Server and managed instances? Well, there are a bunch of them. I will consider high availability, disaster recovery, definitely something to consider, because again, we don't have to kind of worried about that or setting up for us, and Microsoft gives in this platform as a service offering everything related to high availability and disaster recovery. Same for backups and long-term backups, right? So the platform takes the database, the backups for us, and keep it for there for us to use it. And then of course, scalability, right? The one I love the most. Why? Because if you need to increase the horsepower of your SQL Server, in this case your managed instance, you have to do it in just few clicks, right? At the same time, we can integrate managed instance with all the other Azure services, right? Power BI, Azure Analysis Services, Power Apps, you name it. At the same time, Microsoft gives us a bunch of toolings to do AC migration, from Azure Migrate to Azure Migration Extension within Azure Data Studio. We also have the possibility to connect using a public endpoint, right? So directly from internet. I mean, of course, it's not the best way to do it, but you can eventually if you need it. Recently, also Microsoft released a new wave, right, for managed instance with the November 2022 features, right, in where you can see way more benefit on your managed instance. There is also the next gen of general purpose tiers, where again it's a bunch of benefit for you to explore, right? Keep up with the updates, right? Every single month you will see a bunch of updates related to Azure SQL and specifically on managed instance. Let's see it in action for a minute. So what we have here is the Azure portal, right? And I'm connected here to my managed instance. I have here this start stop button that before were not available and now there are, and from here we can just go to home, create resource, and we can create Azure SQL, and we will get the managed instance option directly from the portal, right? Here we have the possibility, so we create it from here. And how we connect? Well, we have we have here in my virtual machine, I have Management Studio, and here I'm connected to my SQL MI 03, right? So we have my databases, SQL Serveration, and here for you to see it, there is also the connection to my virtual machine, right, with SQL Server. So we have the different icon here just to easily identify one or the other. All right, hopefully you got a very sneak peek of what managed instance is. This is my contact information. If you have any doubt, don't hesitate to reach me. Thank you so much. Bye.